Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the University of Virginia and the Cavaliers, where around here they say learning never ends, and they hope to teach a lesson in this one. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cavaliers will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Parks. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Utah Utes offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese, and it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Smashes through. At the 35, he's open. He's up to 41 yards rushing for him now. What a drive to kick off the new season.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
Back to throw. It's Rising. He's got his man. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistake.
And they will score. Touchdown, Utes. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So an 82-yard drive there, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out, lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Harrison. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Virginia's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the spotlight in this game will undoubtedly be on these star wide receivers, David.
I mean, they're featured, Reese. Like, these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football, to make plays. We're in for a few catches today, Palmer.
We sure are. When you can get open like these guys can, when you have the speed to take the top off of the defense, you know you're going to see a lot of explosive plays today.
Here comes the offense on second down. On the run, it's Pace. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Got it behind the line. It's Fields. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Cavaliers will line up to punt it away.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll leave it with him. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fires left. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And the Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah!
And this offense is firing in all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors gets away from one, finds some space. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Quickly to the tight end.
As say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
To the air, it's Calandria. Gets it out fast. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got him in. It's Pace. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass on second down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changed.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air, it's Rising. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Utes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. New set of downs after that completion. Looking for space. It's Pace. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Cavaliers are in the hurry-up. Defense playing a bail technique. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Pace. Oh, the ball's out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Leaves it with the running back. Still running at the 40. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Alford. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. After coming up with back-to-back explode, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia has it back, the Cavaliers field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Got his man quickly. Keeps the legs moving. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll run the screen. Can't get him to the ground. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got it past the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cavaliers have their offense in high gear. They'll throw it on 1st down. Dings it complete to the right. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. 2nd and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. That's caught. It's Pace. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Now on first down from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Scanning the field, it's rising. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Got it in the middle, it's Alford. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They believe they can run right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Alford. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Utes enter the final minute with the lead. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Utes want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
Some would say run the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. He's going up top here late in the game. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. And he takes the interception return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to Rice-Eccles Stadium and one of the most intimidating environments in all of college football, mostly because the Utah Utes are always a handful. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Baylor Bears taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bears will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Parks. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Utah's offense takes the field to start this game off. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
They go to the ground. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They ran it on first down, now on second. Looking to throw, it's Rising. Snags it over the middle. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Looking for a big play. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Turning to the running game on first and goal. And he sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Utah!
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bears offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Feeling some heat.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
The Bears will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Quickly complete. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Takes the handoff. It's Bernard. They make the stop of this running game. Moves the chains as they get the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Makes the grab. It's Keefe. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll try to run for it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to NC State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pocket starts to collapse. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air. It's Finn. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense trying to catch him. Running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Going up top on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And the ball is picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Ball marked at the 26, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits where you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Paula, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lined up.
Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to run for it. And the Utes brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the 1st down.
The Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Going over the top. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After the misfire, now on second down. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Using the quick game. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Dropping back, it's Rising. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker, it's Bernard. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. With 8 seconds to go in the half, wonder if they'll try to get a big play just to see what happens. Looking for a crease, it's Richardson. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they hadn't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Looking for a man. It's Finn. Quick strike complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide out in motion. They're going to throw it again. Caught close to the marker. It's Jackson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Caught in the backfield, it's Baldwin. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw, trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Burton. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one splits the uprights. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. Takes a handoff. It's Bernard. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. They're going back to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Dropping back, it's Risey. And they got him for the sack.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He's open on the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bears! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Parks. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. The give to the back. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk.
Makes the grab on the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory?
Quarterback has got to just settle down and take a breath. Threw a bad pick last drive, almost threw another one on that last play. He's got to regain his focus.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get into those critical...
Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Looking to throw, it's Finn. Gets it out quickly. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. And the Bears moving quickly to the line.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Finds his man. It's Jackson. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short game. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They're trying to get to it. Just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
So just over 90 seconds to go, and this game's probably going to come down to whether they can recover this onside kick. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. 1 possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he grabs it at the 15. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. The Utes enter the final minute trying to drain the clock. Lets it go to the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game on.
Looking to throw, it's Rising. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. They're bringing heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. And the offense just going to spike it here. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
That's caught. It's Bernard. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They'll immediately call timeout. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Offense set on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They'll line up for a second down play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Here's a throw downfield late. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.